okay? Because I know y'all hard and everything, and you've been a rock, and you were told that being rough and tough is cool, but that get real old. So
Especially in public.
Yes, please.
Don't be affectionate in the house, but as soon as we're in public,
You want to wrap up
like
somebody.
2 feet ahead,
Yes.
or 2 feet behind me, like,
Right.
we noticed that.
Please, let show us how you feel a little bit more, because then I just don't know what to expect.
But don't be too soft either.
Definitely.
I know
don't
we're
be
like
soft.
extremely picky, but
Take notes.
don't let us walk over you. Like, that's, I guess, the fourth one. Please just be a strong enough man that we're not gonna step over you and just be like, oh, we can get away with everything.
Right. Good luck.
Great. You just gonna give me that just because I asked every
Sure.
time?
Can I have another one? I mean, 2.
But yeah, yeah,
Okay. So 5.
yeah.
5. We're on 5. I would like guys to recognize what they working with. You know, no, I know what it is. How about this? If you know that you in a place in your life where you just want to be about games, then do that with people who are wanting to play games. Because there's plenty of females out there that are willing to play the games with you.
Right.
If you're gonna play games, don't mess with, for lack of a better term, a real woman. You know, don't even waste a woman's time. Go play with girls. So if you know what you're about and you're totally entitled to play and run around and do whatever you feel like doing, don't do it with people who deserve more. I mean, that's just only fair.
Right, especially when you know that we're not coming at you for money. We're not, all we're asking for time, respect, you know, just the general needs of a woman. Just come with us correct. All this blah, 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 while you're hiding your phone's on silent when it's usually vibrating any other time. Like, come on, we pay attention to these things because we do it too.
But where were we at?
I think it was pretty much
6.
the game. 6. I think we were on 6 about just, the keeping your phone off silent.
Yes, because we know.
Yeah.
And it's not even worth it. And it just starts the issues and drama and the trust issues too. Because once I know you playing games, I mean, it's going downhill from there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're going to be wasting our time. So, again, Kerry and Chanel, you might see us shutting down yet another party.
Always, this Thursday.
That's what we do. Will we be? Park, maybe?
Park, probably, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll see you then. Thank you very much for being on the show. She'll be back, I'm sure.
I will.
And we always have a good time.
Yes.
Peace. Bye. Black woman. The day I met you, I saw strength. And I knew from that point on that you were pure woman to me, possessing a spirit that was strong. I want smiles to replace the sorrow that you have encountered in the past. And since it was strength that attached me to you, it will take strength to make it last. My negative side will attempt to change you, but please fight that with all you have. It will be your strength that will keep us both standing while others around us fall.
What's up, young world? This is Brian Hampton with the Lifestyle Entertainment Report. Today's topic is love, and I have to report on the most underrated R&B artist in this industry, and I have to say that's Mr. Raheem DeVaughn. He was born in New Jersey, but he was raised in Prince George's County, or PG County, and Montgomery County. He graduated from High Point High, and after that he went to Coppin State in Baltimore, where he saw a group of street corner singers. He began singing with them and realized that his passion was music. Raheem lost focus in school. He began skipping classes to record music. And here we are today. That just shows you don't have to take the traditional route to be successful. His current album, The Love and War Masterpiece, is in one word, classic. This album received high reviews from the Boston Globe and Washington Post. It debuted number 9 on the Billboard charts. The album is more versatile than any R&B album, and he talks about on his social issues. He has a song with Damian Marley called Revelations 2010, and Nobody Wins a War with everybody in R&B on this song. You have Jill Scott, Bilal, Anthony Hamilton, Algebra, his cousin, Chrisette Michele, Shelby Johnson, Lettucey, Citizen Cope, Dwelly, Chico DeBarge, and Rudy Currence. Even I was supposed to be on the song, but my voice was a little hoarse that day. Got green tea and wet naps, killed me right up, could kill cancer. But he does not do just, love songs. He covers social issues. in songs based on love and relationships, a style many compare to Marvin Gaye. There definitely can only be one Marvin Gaye, and Raheem is his own artist, but you can tell Marvin's influences on Raheem's music. When Raheem's first single, Bulletproof, for this album came out, my friend told me this sounds like some old Marvin Gaye type music, and I think Marvin Gaye is the greatest R&B artist of all time. So when she told me that at first, I did smack her, and I told her to apologize. No, I really didn't smack her, but I told her I'd listen, and I let her know if it was real or not. That's what she said anyway, but I don't remember saying that. But once I did hear the song, and I had to say I apologize, I smacked myself for her, because it was definitely reminiscent of Marvin Gaye. It was definitely a great song that he had out. His album is in stores now on RaheemDevonMusic.com, and his tour dates is on there as well. I believe love is transcending. A lot of people always want to separate the generations. This generation don't love like we did and vice versa, but nothing is new under the sun, and the same love that made us king and queens in Africa is the same love that were created by today. That is just another tactic to divide and conquer. Take advice from successful couples, your parents, grandparents, friends, whoever. Music from those days is still relevant today. If you have not seriously listened to Marvin Gaye, and I don't mean besides sexual healing, it's probably why you got 10 kids right now. I mean, like Distant Lover, God is Love, Mercy, Mercy Me. With the whole What's Going On album, If I Should Die Tonight, the list goes on and on. I would have to dedicate a whole show to talk about Marvin. In fact, I could have my own show. Maybe I would call it The Rising Hampton Show.
No.
Just a thought. But this concludes my lifestyle entertainment report. Live your dreams or don't live at all.
Tears from a Star. My tears, they fall with passion, like tears conceived from stars, full of brightness and energy, seen only from afar. Tonight these tears are full of pain, but also I can feel relief from my heart because the stigma is revealed. Unfaithful and unforgiven, I cannot bear to let this be, so I must be pure to only her for eternity. All right, welcome back. I have Victorious Hall.
Hello.
He is one of the coolest people in the whole world. He really is, probably. When I met Vic at Morgan State, and let me see, when I met him, right, he was all like this power and everything. And I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
But he was, because then it introduced me and exposed me to some things that I had never really experienced before. I appreciate that. Really good all-around dude. You're a teacher.
Yes.
What school do you teach at?
Well, I'm starting at Possibility Prep Middle School. It's a new public charter school, all boys.
Where?
In Largo.
In
right
Largo?
Right on Largo Road, man.
That's cool.
8th grade. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I have Vic on the show because he is a happily married man,
Very much
successful at that. And I want to know more about, I want to hear it from because this show is about love. So I want to hear about love from a man who is in love and is handling love a little differently, because I think that some of my brothers are scared right now about loving.
Okay.
So, and you weren't scared.
No, I wouldn't think that I was scared. I think that it first has to be defined. Like, you gotta understand what it is, and that is, it's work. When you like, if you ultimately in love with somebody, that you ultimately giving yourself. So it's not. Love isn't a thing that's something that you're wanting from someone else. It's something that you give, right?
Okay.
So as a young one, I mean, I got married at 23. I've been married for 5 years. Last Friday, we celebrated our 5th year.
Congratulations.
Well, I appreciate it. But as I grow older, I'm starting to, it keeps on redefining itself, what it means. But you got to be willing, and willing to kind of jump into that.
And it gets hard,
yeah,
right?
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, living with a woman is difficult. I mean, I'm just saying, like, we're different beings. Like, men and women, I know that was, but men and women are like two totally different beings. So sometimes you want to go home and you don't want to talk about certain things, or you don't want to watch television. Like, I ain't no big TV kind of guy. I'd rather just sit, and I can sit in an empty house and read a book. You know what I mean? But you sometimes, and being in, that's giving of yourself. Sometimes you got to kind of release some of you and give it to your spouse. So, you know, it's a challenge, but you know, it's worth it.
It's well worth it, right?
Yeah, it's well worth it.
At what point did you know that you wanted to marry her?
Wow.
You all were dating.
Well, yeah, I keep it all the way. In college, you know, I was at Morgan State. I met her in high school. I was in the 12th grade. It was like a fake love story. Like we was working at the same job. I didn't know it. But I seen her in the hallway. And, you know, it kind of went from there. But when we got to college, I was in the 12th grade. So when I got to college, you know, college was 17 to 1, 17 women to 1 man. So I was kind of like everywhere. You know, I was on and off with my wife. And she was at Temple and I was at Morgan. And it was just, and then when we got through it, I was like, you know, you can get through that at HBCU. You know, we can get through anything. So.
When she got through it, or when you got through it?
Well, both of us. You know what I mean? We both dealt with our demons. Both dealt with the things that were kind of pulling us. You know, different energies pull you different ways. But once I got out of it, she was still there. She was the only one still right there. So I was just like, you know, that's the way to go.
Aww.
Yeah.
And she chose you.
Yeah, how lucky she is. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all both are very lucky. I'm sure she must be a queen.
Yeah,
Our last
she definitely
show was
is.
about queens.
No, she definitely is. She is everything that all the qualities that I want. She has with like effortlessly. Like it doesn't even like. It's very simple for her. You know, certain things I have to work at. It just comes natural for her. So I see those things in her, and it kind of helps me get to that particular point.
So let me ask you this: with a lot of our brothers, because I don't know what the numbers are, I'm not even going to try, but I know the marriage rate within our society, or within African Americans especially, has got to be far lower than in other cultures. Yeah. Why do you think that is? Like, what's going on?
You about to get this teaching in me. I think there's a lot of different reasons. You know, you got to go into our legacy here in this country. You got to go with the welfare system, drug epidemic that's in our communities. You got to go with media influences, what it teaches young women to be and what it teaches men to be. Like, men are taught to be promiscuous and value their manhood within their penis. And women are kind of taught to, are reared in this very, I can do all this by myself, I don't need nobody kind of thing. When, you know, building a child or building a family, you know, a community in itself is built on the foundation of a family. Without that, you're done with. So welfare system and different things makes the women dependent on the government rather than dependent on each other, a strong family bond. But it's a bunch of different things. Women who, I can go on for days.
Are we listening?
With regard to, you know, choices, like what women want, because men are the aggressors, right? So we go after. So it's very important that women set the standard on what they want. So if you want a man who's fly but hasn't read a book in 5 years, or if you want a man who kind of got a thuggish means to him, you know, kind of vibe with him, but he don't know how to build with children, like, you're gonna have a hard time on your hands, you know. Or if he's not financially stable, but he look nice or he talks well, you know what I mean? So he don't know how to manage his money. So it's a lot of different things that I see women like looking for, but it's not gonna be the man that helps sustain a household, you know, to keep something intact.
I see.
So
okay.
You know,
that's good. I hope somebody was listening. I was listening and paying attention. Yeah. That's true, though, because it's hard. You can't really see a person's character and those things that are important when you first meet them. I mean, and I'm not saying I go for the thuggish kind of guys, even though I do kind of like them a little while. But just kidding. Yeah. But you know, that it's hard to kind of see that person. They telling me to rap, but this is a good conversation, so we're gonna keep going.
But I think women, of course, I mean, women want to be protected. You know what I mean? So that's important. Like, you gotta have a man to be able to protect you, but at the same time, there's a lot more than just physical protection. You know, so there's mental, spiritual. There's all kinds of different protection, but sometimes we just go for that facade. And I think you can see people when you see yourself. Like, if you are able to see yourself you should be able to look in someone's eyes and judge their character. Like, I think it's a gift, but it goes when it's better when you fully understand self, and when you're growing and working on self. Like, everybody exposes themselves in due time.